Hi everyone. So let's do a what are you manifesting spread. I like to do these every week or two because we're always manifesting whether we know it or not. So if you are unintentionally manifesting something, it's a good idea just to check in with that energy to see what that is, to make sure that you're bringing in something that you actually want. And for those of you who are intentionally manifesting, this is just a good way for us to see if that's actually coming through. So I'm going to start by rolling a planet dice to see what planetary energy we're meant to work with. So we have the moon, and the moon can be about nurturing. It can be about feelings, reflection, reactions to things. It can be the acceptance of things. So the moon can be about a lot of things, but generally the moon is about your feelings and or your intuition. So let's get one Lenormand card. So we have the Tower. So the Tower can be about long-standing things, longevity. This can be about institutions. So then I'd like to get two of these transparent tarot cards. So we have the Four of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So the Four of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles combination can very much be about stability, because the fours are the most stable number in numerology, and the Pentacles are extremely a very stable element it represents the element of Earth. So this and the Tower are all giving this very stable, secure, long-standing, longevity, nurturing kind of energies that are coming through, especially with the moon and the Queen of Pentacles, because this is a very nurturing kind of energy. But with the Tower, there can also be some kind of distance or separation or even a blockage. And the moon can sometimes mean a blockage too, because we can't always see clearly with the energy of the moon, that you have to really use your intuition to see something. The Queen of Pentacles can also be my card for mother, and the Four of Wands can be the card for home. So we could be dealing with someone in your home, a mother, your mother. But we're going to keep going to see what else comes through. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Four of Wands again, Eight of Pentacles. Underneath, we have Two of Pentacles, Prince of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands in this deck, Two of Swords, the Ten of Cups. Underneath everything is the Knight of Cups, which in this deck is the King of Cups. So for those of you who have been watching my channel for a while, you know that every once in a while we get messages that are actually messages from our passed on loved ones. And this is very clearly becoming that kind of a reading for me. This is certainly someone in your energy, whether this was someone you knew in the 3D and they have since passed, or perhaps these are just your ancestral spirit guides coming through. But either way, there is a person coming through from the other side that has a message here. So let's treat this as such, and we're going to get into this. We're going to see what else we can find. But this person, it feels like you may have had some kind of separation from them while they were here. But I do feel like this is someone who was very close to you, someone in your inner circle at one point or another. But this was something you had to be resilient about, something that you had to even maybe recover from. They're showing up as a King of Cups. So it's someone who is probably very mature, very emotionally balanced. But again, I'm getting a strong feeling that you were separated from this person when you were here or when they were here in the 3D. So there's kind of a sadness or a bitterness coming through where you may have been uncertain about each other. You may have missed each other or something like that. And again, there is a card of mother here. So if this could, for example, be an estranged mother who is now passed. So make this make sense for you in your context, but that's what I'm getting so far. I think this person was very independent, was probably pretty good with change, was good at adapting, was very adaptable. I'm getting this with the Queen of Pentacles energy that they're showing too. It feels like perhaps this person was very ambitious. They took a lot of action. They were kind of a hustler with this Two of Pentacles. They manifested things easily. Maybe they were high ranking. They had a lot of visibility. So if this is helping you figure out who this is that we're talking about, I think their life was, again, I get this sense that they were extremely independent, which may be why there was a separation somehow between the two of you. Maybe this person was just off doing their own thing all the time. So maybe they didn't have time to give you that undivided attention that perhaps you needed. But I do see a strong sense of self coming through, that this is a person who really probably put themselves first. And I don't see a lot of connection in this person's life. There is a Prince of Wands coming through here, which is the Knight of Wands. So they may have made short-term connections. They may have had people in and out of their lives at different times. This could even include you. But I do get the sense that this person is trying to come through right now to explain to you that they feel that they made some kind of mistake, that they feel some amount of despair, because I'm seeing the Two of Swords when it comes to the lack of connections they had in their life, and that they wish perhaps that they had put more energy and effort into the people that they loved or the people that were around them, and wish there wasn't such a big separation. This could even just be an emotionally separate person, because the Moon and the Tower are now giving me an energy of someone who may have just been emotionally disconnected or emotionally unavailable. So again, if this is a mother figure or a father figure or a family member who you felt that you wanted a stronger emotional connection with, but you never had, I think that's why they're connecting with you now. I think there is this feeling that they want to come through to say that they wish they had completed something with you. I'm seeing the Four of Wands twice. And so I feel like that's the lesson that they learned, the lesson that they wish they had learned when they were still here, that they should have completed some kind of an emotional thing with you, whatever that is. I think only you will know specifically with your own story. You may have gone in cycles with this person, or maybe you had moments with this person where you felt like there was an emotional connection, but then yet maybe it all fell apart again. And I think that's what they're saying, that they would like to try to make peace with you about that very thing. And so I think the advice that's really strongly coming through from this person with the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups is for you to continue to work really hard on your emotional connections, to make sure that you are investing in family. The Ten of Cups is my card for family. And I was kind of getting for many of you that this is a family member that we're talking about. This is about them saying to you to make sure you overcome those obstacles. If you feel like you have emotional blockages, or if you feel emotionally disconnected or detached with the Tower from your other family members or other connections in your life, they're asking you to really stay strong and diligent with the Eight of Pentacles about working on overcoming those obstacles and taking charge and making progress towards your own ultimate happiness with the Ten of Cups, and to have faith that this Ten of Cups is possible. They didn't think the Ten of Cups was possible for them, so they kept themselves in the one cup. The Ten of Cups is the greatest amount of feelings that you can have. And the Ace of Cups is just starting with yourself. And they never went beyond themselves. They're saying to make sure that you have faith, that love is out there for you. You're going to get struck by love. Just don't detach. Keep yourself emotionally available. That may be why we're seeing this King of Cups at the bottom too, to remind you to keep yourself emotionally available and don't be like them. So wow, so that is the message from your passed on loved one. Will you please let me know how this was resonant for you? Consider subscribing to the channel if you like my vibe, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks everybody. Bye.